Hi campers, and welcome to tonight's Campfire program. My name is Michelle and I work for California State Parks in the Oceano Dunes District. I'm so excited you're here with me today because we're going to learn all about owls in this evening's program titled Something to Hoot About. Owls are fascinating birds, so I hope you leave this program with an understanding of how uniquely equipped they are as hunters and how important they are as a species. Before we start our program, let's play some trivia with my friend Ben.
Hey everyone, my name is Ben. Welcome to the Campfire Trivia part of the program tonight, where you get to test your wildlife and trivia knowledge. So the way this will work is I'll read these questions to you, and they'll flash big on the screen as well. I'll give you a few moments to shout out your answers, and then I'll flip over the paper to let you know the correct answer. So first question, fill in the blank. Humpback whales can fit blank gallons of water in their mouth. So how many gallons of water can humpback whales fit in their mouth?
100.
100, more than 100, even more than that.
1,000.
Even more than 1,000, you're pretty close. There was actually 5,000 gallons of water in their mouth. Pretty crazy. These animals are really huge. All right, second question. Osprey are also known as what? As nighthawks, seahawks, golden eagles, or black falcons. What do you guys think?
Black falcons?
Oh, not black falcon. Good guess, though. What do you guys think? Seahawk, nice, correct. It is the seahawk. That's because they hunt primarily fish out of the ocean, so they're known as the seahawks. Pretty cool birds. All right, third and final question. What is a group of owls called? Is it a flock of owls, a school of owls, a parliament of owls, or a senate of owls? What do you guys think?
A flock?
Well, you think it's a flock because they're birds, but not a flock actually. What do you guys think?
A senate.
A senate? Ooh, close. So it's actually a parliament. A different kind of government. They're called a parliament of owls because they're so wise. And you're going to learn more about these awesome animals in the main program tonight. So great job with the trivia, and I'll send it back over there.
Now we're ready to start our program. But first, what do you already know about owls? Did you know there are about 250 species of owls? 15 of those live in California. A group of owls is called a parliament. And owls are considered birds of prey, but they aren't related to hawks, eagles, or falcons. Most owls are nocturnal. Some are nocturnal during twilight. Are you ready for a question? True or false? All owls hoot. The answer is false. The hoot is usually associated with identifying territory, but not all species hoot. They can also hiss, screech, and scream. Great horned owls are a species that make the classic hoot. Let's listen. Barn owls make a screeching sound. How cool are those owl calls? Now let's learn about owl eyes. Owls have two front-facing eyes, giving them binocular vision like humans. Their eyes are very large and can account for up to 5% of their entire body weight. In comparison, if humans were to have the same size ratio of eyes as skull, we would have eyes the size of grapefruits. Large eyes allow for great night vision. Owls have an abundance of rods in their retina. Rods are responsible for sensing light. They have about 1 million rods per square millimeter. Humans have less, about 200,000 rods per square millimeter. This means owls can see more light, which helps them see better in the dark. They have extremely well-developed eyes that are actually rod-shaped, unlike our eyes that are round. Their rod-shaped eyes are held rigidly in place by bones called sclerotic rings. This means they can't move their eyes like we can. So how do they look around if they can't move their eyes? Here we can see the sclerotic rings on this great horned owl skull and the barn owl skull. This owl's head is turned all the way behind it. They make up for not being able to roll their eyes like we can by being able to turn their entire heads up to 270 degrees without moving their shoulders. This is possible because they only have 14 vertebrae compared to the 33 that humans have. I have another question for you. How many eyelids do owls have? 1, 2, or 3? The answer is 3. The upper eyelid closes when the owl blinks. The lower eyelid is for sleeping. The third eyelid is called a nictitating membrane and is a thin layer of clear tissue that closes diagonally across the eye from the inside corner outward. You can see the nictitating membrane in this photo. This third eyelid cleans and protects the surface of the eye. Because it's clear, owls can see through it and still be able to hunt while protecting their eyes. They have fascinating eyes. Now let's learn about their hearing. An owl's face, sometimes called a disc, is specially designed to funnel sound into their ear holes. The arrows show where the ear holes are. Their ear holes are asymmetrical, set at different heights, which allows the owl to pinpoint sounds to find prey. This is called triangulation. Owls are masters at camouflage. Owl feathers blend in perfectly with their environment. But why would they want to camouflage themselves? Well, first, they want to be able to hide from their prey so that their prey doesn't get startled and run away. Second, because most owls are nocturnal, which means they sleep during the day, they want to be camouflaged while they sleep during the day to avoid being eaten by predators. The following slides show owls camouflaged in their habitat. Can you find them? Some of those were easy to spot, however, predator animals of the owl would certainly have a hard time finding them. Owls have perfected flight. They are quiet, stealthy flyers. So how do they accomplish this? They have extremely soft, velvety feathers that easily slip past each other in flight without making noise by absorbing sound frequencies. They also have stiff, comb-like projections on the leading edge of their feathers to break up the wind. The trailing edge of their feathers are frayed and further break up the wind so their wings don't make that strong flap noise. The tips of owl feathers are fringed, which allows them to fly very quietly so their prey doesn't hear them. Overall, owls have specialized their flight to be quiet, so they don't have to be as fast. Let's compare them to falcons. Falcons are extremely fast flyers. They hunt during the day and they have sleek feathers made for speed. They have smaller wings, which means their wings beat more rapidly. When they're after prey, they can be as noisy as they want because once their prey knows they're coming, it's too late. Owls are slower flyers and they hunt at night. They have larger wings, giving them greater lift so they don't have to flap their wings as much, which makes their flying quieter. Because they're so quiet, they can sneak up on their prey, very different from the loud flying falcons. True or false? Owls eat their food whole. The answer is true. Owls are carnivores and eat mostly small rodents. However, they also eat frogs, lizards, and snakes, among other small prey. When an owl catches its prey, it eats the animal whole. The owl can't digest all the fur and bones, so they regurgitate or cough up the parts they can't digest in the form of a pellet. Owls will cough up about 2 pellets per day. Owls have a few predators, such as crows, raccoons, foxes, and coyotes. Adult owls don't have too many predators. Most of the time, it would be other larger owls or other birds of prey. Now let's learn about some owls you can see in the state of California. First up, we have the California spotted owl. They're light brown in color with large spots. They eat small animals like bats and rodents. And their predators are the great horned owl and red-tailed hawk. They're also a species that is nearly threatened. California spotted owls are found along the western slope of the Sierra Nevada, in the southern coast ranges from Monterey County to Santa Barbara County, and in the Traverse and Peninsula ranges from Southern California to Baja California. They require a multi-layered forest habitat with high canopy closure and a mixture of tree sizes and densities, as well as large diameter old growth trees for nesting and roosting. They're sensitive to temperature changes and move up and down in the canopy to regulate their body temperature. Their preferred habitat is old growth forests, but there is concern for habitat loss due to deforestation. Wildfires are also a threat to the California spotted owl because it can take out old growth forests. Additionally, barred owls pose a threat. A study in Southwest Oregon found that both species use areas of old conifer forest and both select riparian habitats for foraging, which means they compete for nest sites and food. Barred owls eat a wider variety of prey than spotted owls, which gives them a competitive advantage over spotted owls. Further, barred owls nest more often and produce more young than spotted owls. Thus, the barred owl population increase has resulted in quickly declining spotted owl populations. Next is the great horned owl, one of the most common owls in North America. They can live up to 28 years. They nest in trees and commonly use already made nests. They are territorial and will defend their nesting area. You may think the tufts on their heads are ears, but those are actually just feathers. They eat prey such as rodents, frogs, and scorpions, but they'll also attack prey larger than themselves. They are fierce predators. They'll even eat skunks. Their talons require 28 pounds of force to open. Look how sharp they are. Next is the barn owl. They have distinctive heart-shaped faces. At night they appear all white, which is a good way to tell barn owls from other owls that are darker in color. They prefer to roost in tree cavities or barns, as their name suggests, and they have excellent low-light vision. They can locate prey just by sound alone. Farmers love them because they can eat up to 1,000 mice per year. Barn owls and all other owls help us keep rodent populations in check. As we learned earlier, they have a raspy, screechy call unlike other owls. They have a wingspan of about 3.5 feet, and they're found all over the world. This link will take you to a video that demonstrates how silently barn owls can fly. Next is the burrowing owl. They're found in Central and Southern California, the Midwestern states, as well as Central and South America. They're only 7 to 10 inches long, and they're diurnal, meaning they hunt during the day. They also nest in holes in the ground, often already dug by skunks, prairie dogs, or tortoises. They actually line their burrows with animal dung, which attracts dung beetles that the owls can feed on. Burrowing owls often store extra food to ensure an adequate supply during incubation and brooding. Last is the northern saw-whet owl. They're the smallest owl native to North America and are only about 7 to 8 inches long. They nest in tree cavities and can be found in dense forests across North America. They also migrate for winter months. Their main prey are mice, and their main predators are great horned owls, spotted owls, and other hawks and falcons. Which owl was your favorite? I hope you now know how incredible owls are and how important they are, like how barn owls help us keep mice populations in check. Can you think of any other ways owls are important? When we learn more about animals, we gain respect for them. So now we know we need to help owls by caring for the land they call home and giving them space for habitat. Thank you so much for joining me for this evening's Campfire program. See you next time.